What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's James and today I'm going to be giving you guys a highly anticipated video, the ultimate South Korea guide. This video is definitely worth watching if you have any plans of going to South Korea or even just thinking about it, because there are definitely some things you need to know before you get there. I see a lot of YouTube videos talking about things you need to know, but that isn't the full raw truth. People are talking about how you need this money card, you need to do this, you need to do that, which a lot of it just is unnecessary. Me and my friends went to South Korea for 2 weeks and here's what we learned. First thing, cash. Now, South Korea is very modern. 90% of places take card, things like tap to pay. I personally went to South Korea with the Bank of America card and had absolutely zero troubles. One thing I do want to point out though is places like street vendors, street food, things like that would most definitely prefer cash. So it is definitely worth bringing some Korean won with you. Also, when you're traveling to foreign places, it is also worth that you prepare for the absolute worst. For some reason, if your card stops working or there's a problem with the banking details or just something went wrong where you can't use your card anymore, it is definitely worth having some cash on you, just as a backup. Next is public transportation. Now, the public transportation in South Korea is really good, like way better than the US. And my recommendation is as soon as you land in South Korea is to get a T-money card. Trust me on this, it is worth it. Now you might be wondering, what can you use a T-money card on? Well, you can use it for trains, buses, and sometimes even convenience stores. Everything in South Korea is clean. All the trains and buses are on time, so that will never have to be a worry for you guys. On top of that, everything is very easy to navigate, so even if you don't speak Korean, you should be fine. Now this one is big, Google Maps. Google Maps is absolutely horrendous at its job when you're in South Korea or just any foreign place in general. One thing I had to use is Naver app and Kakao Map. Both of them really saved my life. There was an instance where it was relatively early in the morning. It was around 9 a.m. and I was walking to McDonald's from my Airbnb using Google Maps, and Google Maps absolutely set me up for failure. They put me in a random street and I had to Uber to the McDonald's from wherever I was at. Absolutely not a great time. So if you want to stay in touch with where you're at, and just in general know where you are at, make sure you download the Naver app. Talking about food, let's talk about food and culture. Their culture is completely different from the United States. When you're ordering in South Korea, expect to be sharing dishes often. You're almost never ordering for yourself. Now, of course, when you're going to these fast food places, as a bigger person myself, at the time I was around 175, I was absolutely crushing down food and was still hungry. Although when I went to dinner places, I couldn't even kill one plate by myself. That's when I had to search it up and find out that most of the time, you're gonna have to be sharing dishes and the whole table is gonna be sharing dishes with each other. You're not supposed to have one thing for yourself. Secondly, in South Korea, you're gonna see a lot of Korean BBQ. Of course, given to the name. Oftentimes, they won't let you solo dine. You have to have a partner, mainly because Korean barbecue is a lot of food for one person to ingest. On top of that, it is way better sharing the dinner with somebody and having that nice conversation than just eating by yourself. Remember, in South Korea, 2 is always better than 1. And third, the menus in South Korea and America are different. One thing in America that I personally enjoy is that you can customize your burger however you would like. For instance, if you're going to McDonald's, you can remove tomatoes or lettuce if you would like. In South Korea, that is not the case. Whatever you get is what you get. Of course, you can manually take it out of your burger, but that is considered disrespectful. Now, this one is an easy one. No tipping culture. In South Korea, it's big that you don't tip. Kinda. When me and my boys were in Hongdae, when we were done eating in our Korean barbecue spot, we got the receipt back. With the no tipping culture in mind, we knew that we didn't have to tip. Although when we looked on the receipt, it literally said plus tip ? And I was kind of mad about that. I thought there was absolutely no tipping whatsoever. Whatever was on the menu after tax is what you pay. No additional fees. Although when I went to Incheon, a less touristy area, there was absolutely no tipping. And I didn't know that. I tried to tip one of the waitresses and they kind of looked at me disrespectfully in a way that I was disrespecting them as well. I was kind of shocked. I was told that there was absolutely no tipping culture all over YouTube before I went to South Korea. Had to end up tipping. And then when I was in Incheon, I didn't have to tip. It was kind of all over the place. Also, do expect to tip big when you're at a bar in Hongdae. Now, maybe I was just going to the wrong places, maybe more Americanized places or just tourist-heavy places. That's why they wanted a tip. But from my experience, do expect to tip at least a little bit. Fifth, the convenience stores in South Korea are next level. I'm talking full meals ready to eat, just wrapped in plastic wrap, ready for you to go home and just absolutely munch on. Absolutely amazing, fast ramen, things like that just everywhere. Places like CU, CS25, and 7-Elevens. Yes, 7-Elevens. They all have very good meals. America and South Korea also do share the same popular ramens. I saw a lot of bulldog ramen in South Korea, and bulldog ramen is on the rise in America as well. Both really popular. I asked the cashier what is the most popular in South Korea, and it was Top Ramen. I couldn't believe it myself. The same ramen in America that was just as popular is in South Korea. It's crazy to me. Yeah, those are the main points I saw in South Korea. I'm making this video so if you do end up going to South Korea, you guys don't struggle as much as I did. But yeah, I really did enjoy my stay there. I just want to thank South Korea for letting me in there, and all the South Korean friends I made along the way. If you're watching this, thank you so much for giving me a fun time. And yeah, there are so much more things I would love to say, but I don't want to make this video too long. So if you guys want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. See ya.